Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your board. Big fun thinking, right? Out here in the lab, where I do what I do for you. Sitting here at the desk for the books because today I'm gonna do a little bit of me, a little bit of book. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Let's rock. Right, is the 25 rules to live by. Storyteller. Story with a message. Message is a story for life. I give life lessons. Hope they're working out for you. I'm gonna give you a little lesson from the book today that's going to help you out also. It ain't always just my concept or my point of view or my opinions. It's what I get from the book. I just break it down for you. I do that again today. Let's go. Right thinking mission. And I'm on it. Hopefully, I'm getting it across to somebody. I appreciate you. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher level of spiritual enlightenment. I'm doing this to help you be a better you. Right thinking's way of life. That's how I live. Through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment. That's my mission, to get you to become spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. And by doing so, you have to have an answer to this question: know thyself for yourself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Stay tuned. I got you. A person who knows not and believes that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual law clock. I'm here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons, they reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. And to my eye, be true. I got my book here. Big boy. Okay. I got a bunch of them, but yeah, all by the same author though. Muay Ashby is my teacher for the last 15 years. I've been working on his concepts and his views, mixing them in, weaving them into my right thinking philosophy. So we deal with a few things that we call today. Right thinkers, let's talk about Nehast. The goal for all right thinkers. My goal is to get you to reach that level, and Nehast is to know thyself. Let me read a quick lesson from you. The Great Awakening. The ultimate purpose of all traditions of right thinking philosophy includes the Anuian tradition is to attain what? Spiritual awakening, aka spiritual enlightenment. That's the goal for all right thinkers. What do Nehas mean? Nehas means to wake up, to awaken to your higher existence. This is a mystical experience of self-discovery and the union with what? Supreme divine self, higher self, which is hidden and only by studying the deeper existence of life and discussed in various sections of the Per Imheru, book coming forth by day, ancient Egyptian Book of the Dead text. For example, where where it is said, I am the same God, the same one who has a myriad of mysterious names. That's who he is. The goal of all right thinkers disciplines is to discover what the meaning of who I am, to unravel the mysteries of life and fathom the depths of eternity and infinity. This is the task of all human beings, and it is to be what? Accomplished when? In this very lifetime. Let's talk about that, okay? That can only be done. Again, I got this over here. Let me get to my book now. Let's go. That's the from the book part, Nehas. My point is, yeah, Nehas is our word. They couldn't steal that one. They stole everything else, but they couldn't get Nehas because they couldn't change the definition of it. It's our ancient ancestor word, and it means, yeah, to wake up, to know thyself spiritually. Higher level of resistance. Anything that's higher than physical becomes a mental and spiritual thing. That's why the heart mind coherence is what you need to understand the philosophical concepts of higher existence, higher self, God, Netter, Netteru, whoever. whatever, but that's what it's all about. It's the educational purpose. Okay, it's for educational purpose. Now, the word Nehast means, you just got the definition. Now, watch this. Before we had the Bible, to become Christ-like, we had to become Nehas, reach the level of spiritual excellence through knowing thyself. So we already had it in place. Okay, you hear me say it a lot. Nehas is when you awaken to your higher self. It is the mystical experience that biblical or religion teaches you to this day to have that third level of the myth, the ritual, and then the mystical experience. We teach that. We taught that in ancient times. That's the whole purpose of right thinking philosophy, to get you just to do that, but not with religious or biblical concept, knowledge, and spiritual truths that our ancestors set forth for us. That's the only difference. Okay. Now, watch this. Now, the Great Awakening is what? Really just self-discovery of what? Making that union with your divine self, aka higher self God. When you emulate the ways of the nether and master them, and you become like them and become Akhus, AKHUS. It means to be an enlightened being while still on earth. AKA, you reach the Nehas, you want to be Akus. Now, to know what's in my heart, or I know myself, AKA, to know thyself, the ab, they have no vase, or the heart is what? The mind of a person. The ego, thoughts, aspects of your personality is the essence, which contains what? Your desires, your feelings, and your unconscious thoughts that emanate from what? The soul, aka your ba, or your personality, your soul personality. So in other words, to know one's heart is the concept of spirituality, and right thinking philosophy for and with right thinking philosophy for to know your heart. That's the whole concept. Knowing thyself is knowing the heart. That's where everything's lies. That's where judgment day, you're gonna be judged by the contents of the heart. Understand that. And it's indeed synonymous with what? With knowing your innermost self. Now, let's talk about style we call it ancient times. Was she taught Netta? That's the philosophy that I learned, mastered by calling it right thinking. But she taught means, watch this, secret, mystery. Sheta means the mystery. Sheta, or Ti, excuse me, means hidden. So you learn about the hidden. God is hidden. We learn about the hidden divinity. See where we're going with this? And watch this. Shidi or Shita means to what? Study. Shita Netta, seek us about the divine self. Okay. We gave you all this information. We tried to steer you in the right direction, and they still want to rise. So I'm trying to get you back on track. Let's go right quick. Let me get a little paragraph in here. I think this is good information. Let's start with this from the book. Shita Netta means the way or wisdom of the hidden divinity. Again, which is beyond all creations, which is behind all creation. We know the creator. Religion, watch this, has three levels that has to practice. The first is the myth, I keep telling you that, which includes the traditions, the stories, and everything related to it. The next stage is the the ritualization or of the myths. The final stage is the metaphysical philosophy behind the teachings given in the myth. Again, we said myth. We said myth. It's not literal. It's myth. Now, in our book of series on the Shitanete religion, the ancient Egyptian, the book of African religions. Again, we got that book too. The Asari theology, got that book. It presents the complete myth of Asar, aka Osiris, Aset, aka Isis, and Haru, aka Horus, representing a first level of religion practice the book of coming forth by day, the ritualization of the myth of Asar, Aset, and Haru, and through the practice of these rituals, watch this, contained in the book, it is possible to feel, think, act, and ultimately experience the same fate as did Haru, becoming what? Spiritually enlightened at stage 3. Thus, a spiritual aspirant, which is all right thinkers, you need to understand that you are incarnated on earth and have been dis- disembodied by your what? Your ego thoughts. That's tearing you apart. That's the concept of he cutting up Osiris in 14 pieces. But however, by gaining an understanding of the hidden mysteries, it is possible to reach the state of reintegration, beatitude, and resurrection, just like Haru, aka your boy Christ. But I'm gonna move on. Let's go. Now that's Sheedy. That's the concept. The first thing you must understand in Sheedy is spiritual discipline. You hear me say, I use spiritual discipline. That's Sheedy. That's me being God conscious and knowing all my actions have a consequence. And if you choose to do a bad or wrong action, be prepared to suffer consequences. That's karma. Okay. The word shady means something which is what? Hidden, secret, unknown, or cannot be seen or understood. Secret mysteries. That's what we're teaching you about. We're trying to teach you about it. Shady means that you have gained what? Hidden knowledge of your true self, aka higher self, that gives you what? Power over who? The ego self, set, aka self personality, and in the physical world, well as in the divine, excuse me, well as in the nether world. Meaning, in this time, when you're living doing right, you will still have the same thing in the spiritual realm. That's the ticket. That's the key. That's what they want you to understand. She taught Netta. Here you go. I just told you the secret is about the divine self. We already understand that. Watch this. Now, the hidden mysteries, you you see, right there in philosophy is what? The spiritual discipline or the program that what? Promotes spiritual enlightenment. The whole goal to right thing philosophy is to get you spiritually enlightened, aka to know yourself, which was used, watch this, when? In ancient Kemet. I tell you, I teach ancient Egyptian concepts. This all falls under the broad term semi-Tawi or Egyptian yoga. Again, right thinking philosophy goal, let me wrap this up, is to get right thinkers to have what? The Great Awakening, aka Nehast. That's the whole purpose of you becoming a right thinker. You want to know yourself. I can help you with that. When you attain men, that means establishment in what? Higher knowledge. Awakening thyself to what? Reach spiritual enlightenment. You have to open your divine eye, aka the third eye, the sixth ring on the chakras, or the sixth level on Mayas chain. But the seventh chakra is outside of you. So they only get six inside the body. So once you open the third eye, you're good to go. Why? Now, because your actions will take care of the seventh. It's all about got the cat out of the bag. Okay. But when you establish, okay, watch this, the third eye. In other words, you're raising your cerebral spinal fluid, aka Arat, or again, Arit, A-R-I-T or A-R-A-T. That means serpent power. You know who that is? This process leads to what? Akuz, the illumination or self-knowledge. Yes, the ultimate purpose of all right thinkers is to attain spiritual awakening, aka spiritual enlightenment. Know thyself is all right thinkers' goal. Lessons quick. Hope you enjoyed it. I got more. Still. Thank you.